Safe Love Podcast is a powerful podcast with honest conversations about healthy and unhealthy relationships. We break down red flags, emotional abuse, domestic violence, trauma, boundaries, and healing. This channel is about awareness, clarity, and empowerment. Follow me for more talk weekly. Save Love Podcast. The Save Love Podcast.
Hi, how are you guys? One thing about love, if it would teach you lessons nobody could warn you enough about.
With honest conversations about healthy.
Some lessons cost tears, some cost time, some cost pieces of yourself. You have to fight today. This is the Safe Love Podcast. Talking about healing, emotional safety, boundaries, self-worth, and learning how to love without losing yourself. If you ever experienced great too long, very confused, or confused pain with that, this episode is for you. But sometimes the greatest risk our love don't come from the relationship. They come from the ones that broke us open. I am your host, Phenomenal Mindy. I am going to title this podcast as Things I Had to Learn the Hard Way About Love. I didn't know. I didn't have an example.
Podcast is a powerful podcast.
I didn't seek anybody. I just went for what feels right with me, what feels right with my intuition. That's what I went with. So I want you to sit back and relax today and hear all about Phenomenal Mindy. And I'm going to give you some nuggets about myself. Some of you people or some of y'all don't know me that well and have been following me and want to know more about me and interested in the things that I have to say on this certain particular topic. So, first lesson. Love is not supposed to feel like survival. I had to learn that. For a long time, I thought love was supposed to be hard. I thought that constantly worrying, overthinking, crying, chasing reassurance, and feeling emotionally drained meant I cared deeply. But that was not the case. So, but real love should never feel like you're fighting for emotional oxygen every day just to breathe. If somebody truly loves you, you shouldn't have to constantly convince them to treat you right. Safe love brings peace, not confusion. This was something that I had to learn internally, and it had to become a daily thing for me in order to get my shit together. Being honest and being real about it, And was it hard? Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't be here if I'm gonna tell you a lie. I might well not even do what I do, because everybody, they likes to tell lies and then likes to tell jokes, and you don't know what it is. So love should not make you feel like you're fighting for oxygen. I was in love with the person for over 30 years and couldn't understand what was it. And I stayed in the relationship with that person because years, because of monetary reason, if I'm being honest. And to one day, I said, you know what? I've been at this thing for a whole decade. So I need to know that they not loving me the way I need them to love me. They showed me how they love. And I had a choice to say, hey, I don't want to fool with it. But I didn't know that earlier on that I had a choice to do that. Sometimes we become numb to things that we think is beneficial, but in reality is making us lose oxygen. Lesson 2 for me was the red flags. Don't turn green because you're understanding them. I was given passes. I was given second chance, third chance again because I didn't know any better. And there's a lot of people out here don't know any better. There's not an example. I knew that there was a village, but I wasn't a part of that village. Growing up for me, my mom kept us inside of a fence. We had property and there was a fence and we wasn't allowed to go outside of the fence. Absolutely, Carmen, you did. Absolutely, you did. So, I think my mom didn't understand love herself, and it's not to bash her, and I don't want to think about that, but this is my story, so I should have a way to tell my story the way I need to tell it. But I think my mom didn't know what love meant or know what it was fully from her mother and her father, which trickled down to us. So I knew that I wanted to break a generational curse with this thing because something was off for me. And so I had to pay attention to the red flags from my mom. It didn't matter to me because she birthed me. And a lot of people hold that against themselves. You know, oh, well, my mom birthed me. I'm not supposed to do this and I'm not supposed to do that. But in the scheme of it all, you're drowning your own self. There's no lifeguard coming to save you. Only you could save you. So I had to realize and understand, you know what? Hey, I have a choice. I have a say-so in how I handle my life. If how I handle and how I move and how I do offend anybody, then guess what? So be it. I no longer made myself feel ashamed because I chose to go a different route. You know, she says generational curse. Reese, absolutely. Those generation curses is something serious. So one thing I had to learn the hard way is ignoring red flags does not make you loyal. It doesn't. You think you being loyal to that person because you giving them a chance. You giving them something. You know, but ignoring red flags does not make you loyal to that person when you're drowning in the inside. It makes you emotionally unsafe with yourself. And I like to tell people, if you're not 100 with yourself, relationship to understand, you know. Reese says they change with us. What do you? Okay, they change with us. Tell me a little bit more about that, Reese. Tell me a little bit more about that. Absolutely, so be it. If it offends you because my life is going in a different way that yours not going, then guess what? Adios, mi amigo. I don't have time. I'm not gonna hold myself back to make you look good, and then you still not even choosing me. Like, make that make sense. You're not even choosing me. So we have to stop feeling guilty for doing what we need to do for our own life, for showing up for ourselves. We got to stop doing it. Just because they birth you don't mean they right at all. They don't mean they right. You're not getting me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing. So I'm very careful with people who have trauma with their parent. I'm very cautious about that because I'm going to say this. If you on my TikTok, you know, singing, I think his name is Singing Tyrus. I shared a video and I made a video. It's things that parents do. The people that's supposed to love you, it's things that they do is harming. So don't feel guilty because they birth you. Give them time to change their own shit. Give them time. But what they do ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't got nothing to do with you at all. At all. We love ourselves whole and change how we parent and live. Absolutely, Reese. Absolutely. But I had to want that internally. I'm not saying I was a bad mother because absolutely not. Absolutely not. But with my first child, I can tell you, my first child got the trauma me, if I'm being honest. My first child, you said, especially if you're grown. Absolutely. My first child got the trauma me. So I made a promise to the second child, we ain't doing that. So sometimes even for me, with raising them, having different versions of me, my oldest don't quite understand. Because he be like, oh, well, Mom, you did this and you did that and you did it. But I have to be real, y'all. I have to be real. And he's 17. I have to be honest. I have to have more and more conversations with him. I have to spend a little bit more time with him. You know, I have to do that. I can't ignore, you know, and I have to be cautious about what I say. I'm not fond of calling kids names. You know, some people do that, but that ain't me. You know, that only makes it even more generational curse. Because why is you calling them bitches and hoes? You said, oh, vice versa, children can be manipulative. Absolutely, absolutely, Smarty. They can. But right now, what we're talking about today, things I had to learn the hard way about love. She says, Karma says, my first 3 got karma. The last 2 got the person that I am today. Absolutely, absolutely. And it's challenging. It's challenging. And we need more and more examples because, again, I was raised in a home inside of a fence. So for my other siblings, they don't get it. They haven't woken up yet. You know? I ain't here to force them to wake up at all. Everyone has their own divine timing of when they're waking up. Everyone has their own divine timing. So I have to be cautious about what I do and what I say. Now, will my kid run over me? Absolutely not. No. But again, my oldest had gotten a broken me. He's 17 today. And my youngest is 8. And my oldest feel like sometimes I give him a baby boy a little bit more leeway. But again, it's because different versions of me. And that's okay. So I have to give him a little bit more grace, and I have to be a little bit more patient. I have to do a little bit more talking. I have to be a little bit more explaining with my oldest so he can fully understand. And Reese says, once you are woke and aware, it's hard to unsee. See, Reese, you tapping in, baby. You tapping in. Because I tell people all the time, crossing over into the spiritual realm, not the religious realm, sometimes it can make you question your whole existence. So once you put those glasses on, you can't unsee it. You see things for what they are and not what people tell you. You can't take them off and convince other people to put them on. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Reese said, "Happy birthday!" My birthday is on the 23rd. So, safe love bring peace, not confusion. Ignoring them red flags and looking over what he, she, they doing and giving them passes every time because you feel like, oh, I've been that person that been hurt before, so therefore I have to do this and I have to do that. No. Demand, authority, and petition. A man, authority, and position. Reset with your own clarity. Absolutely. Absolutely. With your own clarity. You hurt yourself in the long run when you could continue to suppress stuff and allow stuff to continue to happen and you don't say nothing, you don't address it. It's your life. Who can tell it better than you can? You know, I'm just being honest. Who can tell it better than you can? Sometimes we keep giving chances because we see potential. No. There's no excuses. Stop making excuses for them. Why are we doing it? Stop giving people chances after chances. And it don't matter who it is. I'm not talking about a parent. It doesn't matter who they are. It's your life. Show up for you. We hold on to who someone could be instead of accepting them for who they are repeatedly. They done showed us. You know? My mom has mental issues. Let me say this. My mom has mental issues. And it took me 35 years to understand my mom gonna be who she's gonna be. I can't change her. I can suggest, but at this point now, I'm no longer suggesting because, again, there's a lot of mental issues and a lot of things that she hasn't unpacked. I'm not here for that. I got kids to, things to unpack for my kids. I've done my work. I've been in the spiritual realm for 4 years, going on 5 years now. So I can lead you, but I can't make you drink. I can't. So keep giving her chances would be insanity at this point. So I accept her for who she is. I don't disrespect her. I don't call her bitches and hoes. I'm too much of a woman for that. That gets me nowhere. Cause look, I'm still trying to make it in. I'm still trying. No, We can agree to disagree. You said show up for yourself first. Absolutely, Reese. But some people show up for others, but don't show up for themselves. We talked about this. I think this was last week or a week before that. Look in that mirror and look at yourself. And tell yourself, baby, you done did some fucked up shit. I'm just being honest. And tell it to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't be so quick to pick your phone up. This is part of loving yourself and loving who you are. You say heavy on agree to disagree. Absolutely, Carmen. Absolutely. Absolutely. We ain't all got to do this together. We ain't. Everyone has their own time. If you know you're supposed to be doing something for your life, and I don't know where it's coming from, ancestors. Thank you. If you know you're supposed to be doing something for your life, and you're not doing what you need to do for your life because you worried about, oh, well, maybe this person gonna do this, I'm gonna stay over here a little while longer. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You a flower that's not even growing. Why? And after so long, guess what? The flower gonna die. It's gonna die. I'm just being honest. And that's the hardest truth. Potential has wasted a lot of people's lives. Karma says, just respect each other's space, place where they at in life. You don't have to deal with anyone. You don't. Lesson 3. You cannot love someone into healing. Again, this is what I said, y'all. I can't push you. I can't push you. But again, hopefully you see me as a flower that's blossomed and you start asking questions. I don't live by the lean not to your own understanding. My understanding is what I need to lean on. I'm just being honest. I used to believe if I love people hard enough, they would eventually choose me. But that ain't the case. Even with this week, y'all, even with today, I believed if you love someone hard enough that they would eventually choose me or choose the right side. I'm going to tell y'all something. I still struggle with this. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but my words need to come together. I used to believe if people know the difference between right and wrong, that they going to choose the right way. I have a problem with people who set up and allow people to do certain things and don't remove them. I've learned, let me say this again. I used to believe people. I used to, y'all. I said, look, they know the difference between right and wrong, but eventually they should open their mouth and speak the righteousness and let the righteousness come out. But in the end, they just as chaotic as the person that's causing the confusion. You said, so I choose to love me hard enough. Yep. Absolutely. You got to. Because guess what? They going to choose them. And tell you, oh, we girl. I don't know what you talking about, but that ain't for me. That ain't going to work for my life. That's your life. You do what you want to do. That's what you choose to do. So with this 5-year run, I have to watch who I give my energy to, who I surround myself with, and even with today, I had to remind myself and say, hey, Mindy, that ain't you. People come in with confusion. When they see stuff going good, they come in with confusion because they don't love themselves to begin with. So why are you letting the confusion sit at the table? When I do the family reunion, this is what I tell people. I no longer, Mindy, let me say this, I no longer, Mindy, participate in frolic activities that allow that one person to destroy the whole family. And everybody sit up there on their damn ass and just sit up there and say, oh, they're just the way they is. And they done destroyed the whole family. They done divided the whole family. They done shift the energy of the whole family. And nobody says nothing. They say, oh, when grandma was around, we got the chance to do this. Grandma never said nothing. Grandma just ignored it. That's what happened. Grandma knew that uncle wasn't shit. I know everybody had that one uncle or that one cousin or somebody that stayed with grandma. And grandma just truly believed that they were going to do right, but grandma didn't want to see them out on the street. But in the scheme of it all, they destroyed the whole family. They never happy. So we got to stop doing it as people. We got to. Potential has wasted. You know, it's wasted a lot of people's lives because you feel guilty because there was nobody there for you while you were going through, so you want to be there for somebody else. Nathan, Nathan, Nathan. Lesson 3. You cannot love someone into healing at all. Even if you love them correctly. You can. I loved him correctly for decades. For decades. Now, I don't want you to get this twisted. The man was an amazing man, but he had a lot of psychologically traumas that I couldn't help him with. I tried it for a decade. So I kept saying, if I love him, if I do this, if I do that, if I keep showing up for him, one day he gonna marry Mindy. And that wasn't the case. Are we still friends today? Absolutely. But guess what? I ain't fooling with you. I ain't fooling with you. And he will literally, and this is crazy, he would literally pick up the phone and call me and ask me my opinion. Karma said he has to show up for himself first. Absolutely. 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 Healing is a personal decision, not a group decision. It's a personal decision. So, y'all, we got to be careful. We got to be careful who we lay down with, what energy we give to certain people. And you can't fix nobody. No. Thank you for the likes over here on TikTok. You cannot fix somebody through loyalty. You cannot save somebody who enjoys hurting people. What I give y'all is what I get from the spiritual realm, not for the religious realm. So I don't play by certain things. And when certain things come, yeah, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. You say it's sacred. Actually, it is. It is. It's sacred. And I'm glad that you said that, Reach, because you brought the point back to my mind that I was going to. People don't understand. When you lay down with certain people, that's a sacred ceremony. You giving them you and vice versa. Why would you give someone you that ain't got nothing for you? But don't even know what sacred is. It's just want to hunch. I just want to hunch. Yeah, that feel good and all. But then after that, you got a wet person, a rambling mind. And if you know what purse is, you know what I'm talking about. Now you confused. Because at the ceremony, you ain't feeling nothing. It's just the masculine energy that you like. Yeah, I get that. And you cannot build a healthy relationship with someone committed to dysfunction. You can't. You can't love it in them. I used to tell him, if I could take my bare hands and fix your trauma, I'll do that. Y'all, I was Bob the Builder for almost a decade to be actually, until I woke up. You cannot build a healthy relationship with someone committed to dysfunction. Love alone is not enough without accountability, honesty, and emotional maturity. Come on now. You can't build no healthy relationship with like that. No. So you got that fish that's dangling. Take it off the hook. Throw it back in the throw it back. You can reject it. I don't know who told you can't reject. Throw it back. Throw it back. I'm that friend. I would tell you, put it back, sis. Put it back. Oh, well, he told me he loved me. He gonna call me later. Put it back. Put it back. Number 4, being chosen means nothing without respect. Some people will choose you because you're convenient, because you're nurturing, because you forgive too much. No, stop having sympathy for people. No, ain't no. You said throw it. Do you hear me? Come, look. You better like that. You better throw it. You put your arm up, and you better wham. You better throw it, baby. Shh. Boy, people love you because you're convenient. Every time they call, you answer the phone. Why you doing that? Miss Bree, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Why you doing that? Because you're a nurturer. You need to be his mama. I had to learn that. Oh, well, he didn't have his father in his life. His mother was on drugs. I'm a mother myself. Let me nurture this man. No, we ain't doing that. And then they say, tell you lies. And you're like, no. It's okay. It'll be maybe another time. If a person is intentional with you, they're going to show up. You ain't going to have to question them. You ain't going to have to remind them. You ain't going to have to repeat it. You ain't going to have to send a sticky note. You ain't going to have to say, hey. Don't forget about me. Zip it, sister. You said facts. Absolutely. Zip it. Reese says they have to unpack the trauma themselves. Reese, girl, are they willing to do that? And in my intro video, and in the words that are on the screen, I say that all the time. You're toting a backpack full of bricks. La da 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 da. On to the next person. La da da da. Add more bricks. La da 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 da. Add another brick. La da da da. Sleep with this person. Add a brick. La da 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 da. Next brick. Ah da 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 da. By the time they get to you, baby, they so worn out. They so through. They so ran through. And then they say, how you doing? Because see, they've not really seen you come from a mile away. You said must have not made it to the stage yet. Most have not. Absolutely. But you toting around them bricks in that backpack. And how long are you supposed to tote that? Because I can imagine this shit is heavy. I can imagine it's heavy. You know? What did Reese says? They have to unpack the trauma themselves. Absolutely. How are you, Gerald? How are you? Thank you for tapping in and tuning in. We got to stop doing that. But are they respecting you? If you're such a nursing person, you're such a forgiving person, and you're being very convenient, like a convenience store, are they respecting you? And some people say, oh, no, I'm not going to call him. I'm going to give him some time. I'm going to let him breathe. I'm going to let him breathe. Chest out, chin up, fuck nigga. Uh-huh. Bree said, yes, we do. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But you hurting in the inside. Trying to keep up. Trying to help him with this backpack. Like, come on. Attention without intention is dangerous. Let me say this again for the people I feel that's in the back over here on TikTok that haven't clicked the screen yet. You still scheming and watching from behind. Attention without intention is dangerous. It's dangerous. Very dangerous. He giving you all the attention that in the world. But then he said, let's take it slow. Let's go with the flow. Huh? What's flow, baby? Because what we doing is the flow. But we get complacent and we think, oh, well, shoot, he did call me. He did take me out. I did have a good time with him, though. That's what we say to ourselves and convince ourselves. No, it's not my birthday yet, y'all. I appreciate all the birthday shout outs. My birthday is May the 23rd. It's not today, okay? I appreciate the birthday shots out. But you got to stop fooling yourself. If there's no intention, because again, like I said, real men, they will show up. You ain't got to ask them. They going to be there. A person can want access to you and still not even value your ass. Still not value you. Look, and I think I need to do this. I've been saying this for a while. I think I need to do a series for women. If you're dating someone, please stop bringing masculine energy. Please. Stop doing it. Stop showing up as a nigga. Stop. He made the first initial contact. You respond. That's it. Wait for the next time. And if the next time don't come within a couple of days, goodbye. I'm so big on the energy. You ain't even forget your name in my phone. You ain't even forget your name in my phone at all. Your name's gonna be what's right there. It's the number. That's what it's gonna be. Because why am I giving you this? Reset facts, soft energy, absolutely. Stop showing up like a nigga. Stop double texting. No. Where is the feminine at? Nobody want to be sitting up with no nigga. If that's the case, he might well date a man. No. He texts you. You text back. And don't be over texting. No. I sit back and I be watching. I'm on another app and I sit back and I be watching. I may not say nothing, but I'm listening. I'm listening. And people don't want to hear the truth from me. I'm a truthful person. Sometimes people call me Honest James off a good time. But baby, you don't want to hear the truth from me because I'm going to sit you down and I'm going to tell you. No, you acting, Don't nobody want no hard leg on the hard leg. If that's what you do, by all means, it's just, hey, that's what you do. Wait, chill. A person can want access to you and still not value you. You're giving so much in the beginning. So much. And then in my younger days, you give so much to people or so much to a guy that you is with your phone in your hand. Wait a minute. He texted me on Monday. I respond 10 minutes later after he was texting me. And then here it is, Friday. He ain't texting me back. Drop the zero. What did you text him back for? Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, you ain't responded to me since Monday. Girl, what? What? Sit this one out, sis. Sit it out. And people ask me all the time. I don't date, and I promise you, I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I don't date low quality men. I've never done that. And I told somebody this last week and they thought I was crazy. Every man that I've slept with, I was in a relationship with them. He says, Karma says, sounds like she needs to find her something to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Reese says you have to find someone on your frequency first. And sometimes they can be on your frequency now and still not be right for you. Their vibrations is either too high or too low. We ain't vibing in the same way now. Sometimes, look, I'm telling you, because some of them spiritual folks too, they could be a little raunchy. They could be a little raunchy now, if I'm being honest now. Lesson 5. Healing changes your taste in love. Didn't I just say that before I read that? Y'all, I don't date low quality of men. The stuff that people say they go through, no. Return to sender. I don't want that. No, you take that. It's not for me. Once you start healing, certain behaviors stop looking attractive to you. Okay? Once you start healing, certain behaviors stop looking attractive. Because why are you liking, why you say access denied? Absolutely. Why are you liking this over here with the gold teeth and the gold change and the money all spread out and he ain't got nothing to him? Y'all done been talking for a whole month and you said, baby, what you seen in me? Or you been with me going on dates and stuff? Tell me what you see. Tell me what you like. Oh, well, I didn't. You know, you beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you a careful nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you a nurturing. I like that type. Access to not denied. You says you value different things after healing. Absolutely. Yeah. You start getting top tier men. And I had to explain this to somebody that I be trying to help. They keep saying, why I keep getting these low quality men? Everybody just want to have sex, just want to have sex, just want to have sex. What are you presenting? What are you presenting? I value me more. I'm not attracted to ones that like to spread money on a picture they send me. Baby, I'm too old for that. We don't make it rain, we take it to the bank now. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Okay, if I'm being honest, the inconsistency stops feeling exciting. Again, on to the next. If you text me Monday and I respond to you, and I'm just being me in my feminine era, first of all, I'm not going to respond to you right back right away. So don't think I'm going to respond to you 10 minutes after you done text me, because I'm absolutely not. I'm busy. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of stuff that I need to handle. I don't have my phone in my hand 24/7 where I need to be texting you all day and you tell me you love me. No, we grown enough where you can step back and you can say, hey, call me when when you're available. So I'm not texting you 10 minutes after you text me. That's one thing. It's not exciting to me. It's not. I'm in my 40s and I have bills. I don't need you texting me what you doing all day 24/7. You ain't got no conversation, no substance. What you doing? Tuesday, what you doing? Wednesday, what you doing? Get what? By the second one, you blocked. You blocked. The inconsistency stops feeling exciting. The hot and the cold energy becomes exhausting. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, what are you doing? The bare minimum should stop impressing you by now. Because you bought me lunch, okay. All right. You bought me lunch. Thank you. I appreciate that. But that's the bare minimum. A real man, I'll tell y'all something. A real man sees something that's out of order or sees something in your life that may need a little helping. He gonna do it. If he talking to you and he see your grass need cut, you come home from work and your grass already cut. Them the type I want. Don't ask all these million questions. Show up. You said you value different things after healing. Absolutely. Healing teaches you that peace is exactly or actually the flex. Impress somebody and show them that you healed. That's what you do. And honestly, some people only like the unhealed version of you because their version accepts less. I fool with you because I ain't gotta put all that work in with you. I sleep with you because I ain't gotta put all that work in with you. That's what they do. I said, he ain't got to take all that with you. So I'd rather get with the less because I'm with the mess and I'm going to cause you stress. Come on. Lesson 6. Sometimes, walking away is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. I had to learn that closure doesn't always come with an apology. Me packing up, moving on is what I'm doing. Sometimes closure is realizing you deserve better. You deserve better. And whatever's in you thinking that you don't deserve better or that you don't deserve high quality men, that's what a problem is. That's what a problem is. Thank you, Karma. I appreciate that. That's what a problem lies. Sometimes closure is realizing you deserve better. Come on now. And walking away doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you finally start loving yourself. And I'm pretty sure we've all done been there, whether it's a man or woman, we all done been there. And if you ain't like the old folks say, keep a living, baby. Keep a living. Keep a living. Keep on. Walking away doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you finally start loving yourself. Stop jumping out of the pot into the frying pan. Purge yourself. Cleanse yourself. Take spiritual bath. Say daily affirmations. Stop picking up your phone so fast early in the morning. Say your mantras to yourself. And some people don't even know what a mantra is. Like, come on, let's get it together. Let's stand with one another. Anybody, and if you need help, email me. Call me. My number's in the bio. Do that. You outgrow things you once begged to keep. And the last thing for me and what I said to myself when I said enough was enough was like, I'm done with this. And then when I said I was done, guess what? Now you want to try to do this and this. I don't want it now. I don't want it now. I had to do all of that to get it. How you doing, Big Show? I had to do all that to get that? No. I don't want it. It done took 20 years. And as the younger say, I kept thinking he was going to get it. He was going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. Hey, cuz, how are you? And so I had to focus on me and my kids. Getting my life together. And I found the spirituality in the middle of it. I did that. I went on and I should post this video, but before I got ready to say this, my aunt said, I went on a spiritual retreat. Here in Memphis, I have a group of sisters and we all commune together. And the spiritual retreat changed my entire life. And it wasn't even about religion. Because a lot of people would ask me, how are you, Liddy? A lot of people would ask me, well, oh, Mindy, what happened and what? Some things have to be left unsaid and you just have to experience it. You just have to. You have to experience it. So I went on a spiritual retreat. We went into the woods. And there's cabins and all the rest of that stuff in there. And I found myself, y'all. I found myself. I'm well. How are you? Can't complain. America, thank you. I don't trust you. Can y'all remove America favorites? So I had to say to myself, Mindy, you got to get it together. There's two little ones behind you. And whatever you dealing with, they're going to catch the wind behind it. They're going to catch it. You outgrow things you once begged to keep. Once you outgrow them, don't go back to pick those things up because you have healed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let it be. Once you bury it, keep it buried. Stop retrieving stuff that's dead. Stop doing that. You are a new flower with a new root that's growing. So what you need to do in your femininity. If you're a woman, open your femininity. If you're a man, open your masculinity. Do that. Do that. Love taught me a lot, but the biggest lesson was this. I'm going to say it again. I feel the energy of the people from behind the screen. Love taught me a lot, but the biggest lesson was this. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate your daily heart. You should never have to lose yourself just to keep somebody else. You should never have to lower your standards. The right love will not require you to self-abandon. It's not. If this episode spoke to you, share it with somebody who's learning how to choose themselves. There's no right or wrong way. You just got to start. Show up for you. And whatever that is. If this episode spoke to you, again, share it with someone. And I want you to know. Let's say lesson, love, hope. Leave a comment, a message on the actual video, and share the video to your friends. I would greatly appreciate that. This is Faith Love Podcast. And the healing starts here. Starts here. It's the place that I created to it is. So, continue showing up. I love you. I love you. Value you. Fix you. Don't worry about what naysayers say. Oh, you done did this 100 times. You're doing it. There's no right or wrong number of how many times you can do something over. You said lesson is love yourself. Absolutely, Karma. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love y'all. And this is the end of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. And I will definitely see you on the next podcast show. Reese, thank you for showing up. Girl, you don't have to link. And that's all I have. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.
The Safe Love Podcast is a powerful podcast with honest conversations about healthy and unhealthy relationships. We break down red flags, emotional abuse, domestic violence, trauma, boundaries, and healing. This channel is about awareness.